to another video. This video is going to be a resort tour where I'm going to basically take my lovely black steed here, number 349. We're going to cruise around the island and I'll show you all the points of interest, such as where the reception is, where the spa is, where the main restaurant is, etc. And we'll go for a little cruise. We'll go ahead and get started going that direction, and then we'll come back down the jetty to the main island. All right, so at this end of the jetty, we have the Presidental Villa and the two smaller villas. On the left side, the even numbers, we have the water villas with pools, and on the right side, we have the water villas without pools, which is where we're staying. So here's the Presidental Villa. I may be able to get a tour later. They haven't told me yet, but we'll see. If so, look for that video as well. Also down here on this end of the jetty, you have a little seating area, which is good if you want to just look out onto the water. Especially at night also, there's a lot of fish here. It's well lit, so you can see a good amount of fish here in the evenings. Apologies for my squeaky bike. Right now it's about 11 a.m. in the morning, so you have a lot of the staff cleaning rooms while people are at the beach. It's actually a little bit of an anxiety-inducing experience riding a bicycle on this jetty, but if you are a decent rider, you'll be able to navigate this just fine. Okay, and at this end of the jetty is where you have the beginning of the island. The beach. Some trees were planted here by donation on behalf of customers. This is the main traffic circle on the island, so to speak. If you go left, that's where the Aqua restaurant is. If you go to the right, that's where the pool area is and where the reception area is. So we're actually going to start by going right. Okay, the first area up on the right here is the water sports area. This is where you'll come get your snorkeling gear. This is where you'll come for the jet ski rentals and things of that nature. Following that, we have the Sunset Pool Cafe. This is one of the main bar areas right next to the pool. You can actually see the pool a little bit through there. And then following up, you have on the left side, you have stores. That first one is the photo studio. And you have some clothing shops where you can buy a hat or a beach bag, or you can even buy snorkeling gear if you wanted to, such as those rubber shoes. You can buy little trinkets and stuff here as souvenirs. Coming back this way, this is where you'll find the main pool area. Sorry, it's a little difficult to ride with one hand, but this is the pool area. Just beyond the pool is the lagoon, where you can do a little bit of snorkeling. It's behind a house reef or man-made reef where they basically piled up big large boulders, and that's where you will probably have your best luck snorkeling. There is another spot over by the Aqua restaurant, which is, I'm told, is very good for snorkeling. We haven't had a chance to really go there yet because it was the weather was not cooperating. But to the left here, you can't really see it unless I drive up a little bit. But to the left here is the beach grill, or beach club grill. That's where you'll do oftentimes a lot of lunches. After 3 o'clock, they actually have open reservations, meaning you don't have to reserve a lunch spot. You just walk in and they'll seat you. And then to the right here, obviously, we have the bar behind these trees. But this is a very nice area, especially at night. It's well lit up. Okay, so moving on here. Keep in mind some turns are quite blind here, so you gotta be careful about oncoming traffic. There is mirrors like that though that help. But coming up here on the left side is going to be the dive center. This is where you will meet for all excursions. Morning. For example, like the Dolphin tour, the fishing tour, or scuba stuff, that's where you'll meet with your party. Immediately after that is the reception area. There's a sign here welcoming you. Basically, this is where you'll do your official paperwork signage, and any kind of remaining payments you may have. They're also a good spot to exchange money if you need for some reason to do that. They have some on hand. And then immediately across the way we have the welcome jetty, or the offloading and unloading jetty. Let's go take a little ride down there. So this is where you should have been unloaded from most likely your seaplane. Seaplanes will usually come right here. They have some boats as well, but that may be for inter-island travel, not necessarily inter-atoll travel. But this is where the welcome jetty is. All right, we'll take a right here. At many spots you'll find maps like that which tell you where you are and where you're headed. This is your typical land villa entrance, kind of secluded regardless. This is the sports area. This is where you'll find the tennis court, the badminton court, and they even have a basketball hoop. And then in that building right there is where you'll find the gym. It's open 24 hours a day, so you can get your exercise on. Everywhere you go, there's a aroma of flowers or something along those lines. A very lush island. Not too many spots that are completely open. I will say the shady spots are the best spots. It's particularly hot today, humid. Okay, this next spot is the Dolphin's Kids Club. Directly across from it is the Amazonico South American food restaurant. And like many places here, you'll find a parking area for bicycles if this is where you want to ride to for dinner. Otherwise, you can just call a buggy and they will be happy to drive you here. And we'll try to go up a little bit. Hopefully I don't get yelled at, but it's a little tough to ride in this stand. But that's where the restaurant is right there. You can see the seating already starts. Apologies for the heavy breathing. It's not as easy to ride a bike in this heat as I thought it would be, but that's the Amazonico restaurant. This is where you'll find the South American inspired food. Okay, heading out back to the main loop. We continue on our journey. Next up here on the left side is the main entrance to the Dolphin's Kids Club. Again, I'll do a video later on that, but like most spots, there's a parking spot there for your bicycles, or you can just call a buggy. And then here is the, probably I think the east side entrance of the Aqua restaurant. So this is where you have most of your breakfast, lunch, and dinners, if you so choose. Every day they do have a different menu. I believe yesterday was South American. Today's Maldivian, perhaps. And then they have different days. They have different other themes. So Sundays, I think, are Italian, things of that nature. Right across from the Aqua, which we'll pull over to in a second, is a beach area with a bar as well. Okay, so right next to Aqua is the Sunrise Cafe Beach Club. This is where you can catch the sunrise. It's aptly named. You also have a bunch of lounge chairs, a couple of nice swings, a bar area. This is where I am told the snorkeling is pretty good as well, but haven't had a chance. The one time I did try, the waves were quite large, and the water was murky as a result of the sand being kicked up by the waves. So we will try at another time, and we'll see how that goes. But this is a very nice area, especially in early mornings when it's not too bright out yet. It's a good place to relax. This is oftentimes also the area where they will have special dinners set up, private area over there. This is the other entrance to Aqua. This is actually the area that we usually arrive at because we are coming from the water villas, which are located on this side of the island. Okay, and then moving on to our rest of our tour. This is actually a side road that goes around Aqua and comes out by the Dolphins Kids Club. But it's basically just one giant loop. Up here on the left, we have the spa. Immediately you're greeted by nice flowers on multiple trees. And then inside the spa itself, and you'll find these pictures on my actual blog post, but there's multiple rooms on each side of the spa. That is the main reception area, as well as a jacuzzi, a sauna, a hot tub. All those areas are behind the reception directly. Basically, if you just go straight right through the reception, you would find those areas. On either side of the reception is also 2 salons where you can get your hair done. But that's where you will get a lot of the spa-like treatments over there. We had our first spa treatment about 3 days ago. We had a Balinese massage, couples massage. Highly recommend it. The ladies who did it were amazing. It was well worth the 1 hour time. Okay, so just past the spa, also on the left side, pretty much all the facilities are located on the inner side of the island, and then everything on the outside is mostly rooms such as that one. Okay, a little further down on the left here, after the spa, we have the Asiatique. This is the Japanese inspired restaurant. This is where you will have your sushi, things of that nature. I will go in here because there is a nice parking area here where I can turn around. It's closed right now, it's only open for dinner. And you do have to make a reservation here whenever you want to visit. But you can see that it's very Japanese inspired. At night it's very well lit. Nice little pools here that are lit up as well. And then you have 2 eating areas on either side with a kitchen in the middle. You also have teppanyaki tables, which is similar to hibachi. But where basically they cook right in front of you with nice big flames, which you can feel in the whole room. So they have that as well. But again, you do need to do a reservation here every time that you want to eat here. Okay, that pretty much completes our tour of the main facilities on the island as far as restaurants. Next up, we're going to go to the pool area, and then I'll show you the little lagoon and beach area by the pool and by the water sports area. So this is the pool area. Apologize for the noise of the wind. It's been a little windy and rainy the last 2 days. But you have plenty of lounge spaces on either side, as well as these 2 large beds under the cabanas in the rear. We always get that one. We come early enough in the morning. And there's 2 smaller pools over there. That is one of the beach cafes over there. And there's plenty of other spaces on the beach itself. Behind me you have a little bit of a lounge area as well, although I have never seen anybody actually up there. But you have, you know, really nice landscaping here. Lots of colorful flowers and stuff, but you got a couple of seats up there. Right now those seats don't have any pillows in them because they remove them for the weather. But you can also spend some time up there. This is the Beach Club Grill. This is where you can get lunch, snacks, or dinner. Right now all the side panels are down because, again, of the wind. But they actually also have tables, which I'll show you in a second here, on the beach themselves. So here's the tables on the beach. A lot of these trees are actually wrapped in LED lights. You can maybe see that one right there has LED lights. So at night, very beautiful here, very nice, romantic setting. Very nice area. I would say compared to Amari Havoda, where we previously stayed in the Maldives, this pool area is better. But the sand is a little shelly in some spots. So you do have to take a little bit of care walking on it. But here's the lagoon area. So you can see very nice blue color, just an amazing color. You have some deeper pockets right here where you can see it's a little darker blue, and you have some corals that are in there. But pretty much the entire area, more or less, is covered in this kind of, you know, dead reef stuff. But so you do have to take care of walking. However, I will show you a little pro tip. So if we go to the end where the rocks are, there actually is a really nice walk-in spot where there's pretty much no corals or no dead shells or anything like that. So it's completely pretty much sand. So you can walk in much more freely. But yeah, again, this is a very nice area overall. This is one of our favorite snorkeling spots. I don't have my protective lens on my camera right now, so I can't show you underwater. But this is a very good area along the rocks here, as well as the other side. And then also over here, very nice area for snorkeling. But look how clean this water is, guys. This is why we love the Maldives. It's just amazing. There is sometimes a little baby shark that swims around here. I don't think I see it right now. It's about, I don't know, about 2 feet maybe, 1.5 feet. Little orangish color. Those are all the water villas. So this side of the water villa or the jetty is all the villas with a pool, so you can see. And then the other side, these are all the even numbers, and then the other side is all the odd numbers. Those are the ones without the pools. So if you're looking for a pool villa, you'll be on this side, which is actually facing south. This is south. And then if you get the ones without the pools, you're gonna be facing north. The Presidential Villa, that one is pointing west, which is where you'll see, you know, the best sunsets, obviously. It doesn't look like, unfortunately, I'll be able to get a tour of that one. Looks like it's occupied until we leave, so unfortunately I won't be able to do that, but that's where you would stay. That is a sand pump machine. I asked some of the workers about it, so they're pumping in sand from over there into the beach area here to give a better, better overall look and feel. And then over there you can kind of see the Donny boats. That's where the arrival pier is, over there. Again, this is one of the cafes, and then over there is the water sports, where you can get your snorkeling equipment, where you can get your paddle boards, your kites to surf on, as well as sign up for the jet ski rentals, which are right there, and other various activities like that. Again, the beach is kind of shelly in some spots, but it looks like they are making an effort to make it a little more comfortable, so you don't have to, you know, watch where you're stepping. This is the beach area. Plenty of lounge chairs if you're interested in hanging out by the beach. I personally prefer to hang out by the pool in one of those cabanas. But this is also very nice. Right now, I would say the water is nearest to its highest point, so it's a high tide right now. So generally speaking, at low tide, a little more of this will be available for walking. Again, here's another view. They usually have these dinner things by those interesting design things. They'll light them up and have like a birthday dinner or something like that. Again, this is the water sports area. Over there where the people are walking, behind them you'll see a bunch of fresh palms planted. That is where people have donated palm trees to plant, or trees to plant for the betterment of the environment. Emerald Maldives Resort and Spa is very keen on environment preservation. So you'll read on their bottles, actually I'll post a picture in the blog, but you'll read on their bottles how they conserve water, how they don't use plastic bottles generally speaking, and they try to stick to glass so they can reuse things more often. One thing I did want to show actually here on the beach as well, on this side of the beach, is there's actually a swing over there. They did remove it, or not a swing, a hammock. They did remove it briefly for a few days, not entirely sure why, but it looks like they put it back. So you can actually, these guys are hauling. But there's the hammock, you can see. Little rough seas right now. Again, this is kind of the start of their less dry season. So the weather has not been cooperating. So I'm trying to get you guys closer to it. Yeah, I wore my swimming shorts today. The waves are punishing me. But during low tide, very nice spot for pictures, especially when it's sunset, because over there is where the sunsets are. That's west, so it's very nice. One final look at the villas, Jetty, and the overall area. All right, folks, that about wraps up the resort tour, or the island tour. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to answer anything that I can. But thank you for watching, and have an awesome day.